Hi, this is Ishmael. After the beep, leave me a message about a book you love. I transcribe and share at least one voicemail every day.
Ishmael, what's going on, man? I wanted to tell you a little bit about my experience with Catcher in the Rye and how it kind of changed the way that I read books after I read it. So this story dates all the way back to my 9th grade year, first year of high school. I was struggling a little bit with the grades, man. You know, I had like a 40-something in my language arts class, and I knew that I couldn't raise that grade up. So I went to my teacher, and, you know, you could tell he had a little bit of a rebellious streak in his day. He could feel my pain. And I said, what can you do for me, man? He told me come see him after school. Went in there, and he had a list of books, brilliant list of books, best list any 9th grader was ever lucky enough to get. And he told me he wanted me to turn 3 of those books into short films. He would leave it up to me, like the content completely. So the first book I chose to write about to make a movie about was Catcher in the Rye. And the whole time I was reading it, I felt like I had like this new way of seeing a book, thinking how I was going to make it my own, you know, because I really was. I was going to make it into my own movie. I read the book, did some research on Salinger, and I got some friends together, and we made the film, and it was just like, you know, in a lot of ways it was horrible. It was completely over the top, really vulgar. All the sexual tension was really just spelled out. You know, there's a lot of subtleties in that book, and we just totally took it in the opposite direction. Holden Caulfield was in a straitjacket. One of my friends was dressed up as a crazy prostitute, but just like way over the top. Salinger would have hated it. It was sacrilege, but it was also fitting somehow, I think, to that book, you know, in my eyes. And it stuck with me, you know, the way I read it at the time. And I still read books to this day thinking, like, how would I make this into my own? I feel like it's a much more rewarding experience to me now. And I appreciate that teacher. And I really got into reading after that. My grades never really improved, but I'm doing all right, you know. Anyways, love you, Ishmael. Take care, man.